The Baltimore Ravens select Travis Taylor, wide receiver from Florida.
The University of Florida wide receiver was the 10th player taken in the NFL draft, and he knows that recent history suggests that when he does sign, he'll receive a bonus of more than $4 million. Even though that's yet to happen, Kelly Neal shows us Taylor is hardly waiting to sample the good life.
Do you ever think to yourself, I'm 21 years old, and in another month or so, I'm going to be a millionaire?
Actually, it hasn't hit me yet. I love football so much. I played college for free. I played high school for free. I mean, people get paid, but I mean, I will play for free in the NFL, but, luckily for us, we get paid for it.
Very lucky for Taylor, since he's already taken out about $275,000 worth of loans. Shop till you drop? How about putting a deposit on a $650,000 house, buying furniture for it, getting 3 new cars, a 15-carat custom-made Rolex, 2 diamond rings, and diamond earrings for his wife, Rashida. Taylor expects to pay it all off when he signs with the Ravens.
I think I should probably get somewhere around to 11 to 13 million, hopefully, anyway.
When you talk about it, does it almost sound like you're talking about monopoly money?
A little bit. I mean, just throwing around millions. I mean, talking about if I can make 13 million or 14 million or 10 million, that's a lot of money.
Are you going to buy Park Place and Boardwalk?
No, I'm not going to buy Park Place and Boardwalk. I'm probably still in Illinois and Indiana right now.
Actually, the Florida resident is finding out just how complicated coming into big money can be. In May, Taylor put a bid on this estate near training camp in Baltimore. After he put down a $10,000 deposit, Taylor found out that buying a house in Maryland within the first half of the year would take away his Florida resident status and make him an official resident of Maryland. That would cost him $400,000 in state tax. Florida has no state tax, so Taylor quickly changed his mind.
Bring your total to $1174.82.
So how does a 21-year-old with no job get $145,000 in loans from 2 separate banks before he's even drafted?
We align with certain banking institutions who have sports divisions. If a player is picked number 10 in the draft, they know that they're going to get a $4 or $5 million signing bonus. After taxes, that works out to about $2.5, $3 million. Well, they will give a credit line out to those players that will equate out to about 5% of that expected net bonus.
Oh, you going in there kind of good now.
Yeah, I know. Hey, it feels good, too. It's kind of surprising that I know I got this much money. I just go, like I said, just go in and just say I want it, I can get it. Anything I want, right now I can walk out and go buy a new car if I want to.
But he doesn't have to, since he's already bought 3. Taylor got a line of credit at a couple of dealerships, again before being drafted. He traded in the '83 Mercedes he bought for himself in January and upgraded, dropping $45,000 to lease an $81,000 S430 Mercedes. Taylor added $4,000 worth of custom-made rims. He's also borrowed $55,000 for Rashida's 470 Lexus and took care of his mom with a $41,000 Lincoln Navigator.
It's amazing somebody coming right out of college can go out and do something like this and become instant wealthy people. But we try to accommodate them the best we can, and we just work through the agents and work the details out.
When you spend this kind of money, does it kind of make you nervous, or do you feel liberated?
Nervous, because I might have a freak accident, like, God, how am I going to pay for this loan?
In case Taylor does have a freak accident before he signs with Baltimore, he's relying on a $2 million disability insurance he got while in college to pay off his debt. But, more likely, Taylor will make the team and make millions.
The money does become a distraction to them playing football. You know, trying to buy a $500,000 house instead of studying the playbook or spending extra time in the weight room, it becomes a distraction because they haven't had the opportunity to experience it before. They're experiencing it every time they go to the mall. They can find something new to buy and they can buy it. Sometimes it distracts them away from becoming as good a football player as they can be.
Taylor has made a little money already, $12,000 for a rookie card photo shoot. Some of that will go towards his new $32,000 custom-made Rolex.
There's approximately 400 diamonds that will be added to the bracelet, which will total approximately 11 carats. Another 3 carats will be around the bezel, and the dial will have approximately another 1.5 carats. We do a lot of customizing of watches, but not to the degree that this one is.
I like this.
And then there's the $35,000 he spent in 2 trips to Ethan Allen on furniture for the house he will eventually buy.
What did Rashida put down as Travis's annual salary?
Rashida put down $2 million for the annual salary and a $5 million bonus. And I have never seen that before.
Now, did you know he hadn't signed yet?
No, no. I really don't know that much about football, so.
He doesn't make that money right now. Did your store do any sort of a credit check?
I believe they did. I'm not in charge of the credit check, so, but I was told fairly soon that the credit was approved.
Does it scare you that you have already borrowed this much money?
A little bit, because you know the money that I'm going to get is not guaranteed. I need some money. I need some cash money. I got my card.
Why wouldn't you wait until you signed a contract before you started spending all this money?
I don't know. I never thought of it that way. I mean, I guess, yeah, you know you're going to get the money, so you might as well get what you're going to get now and take care of your family while you got a chance, instead of waiting until you sign a contract and going into the season, have so many things, so much extra pressure.
Toby just bought in a tone-on-tone look, all right? Sort of Regis Philbin look-alike. Who wants to be a millionaire?
Like You're already there, so, you know, is that your final answer?
8, 9.
Is there any extra pressure to sign a contract quickly in order to start paying off some of these loans?
Oh, not at all. I mean, we had agreement with everybody that, you know, when I pay my loan back, when I sign my contract. So right now, there's no pressure on me signing the contract. Whenever I pay them.
The average NFL career is 3.5 years. Most of the agents who've represented first-round picks throughout the years told Outside the Lines that the money Taylor has spent is excessive compared to what other top picks spend before signing. Taylor plans to sign with the Ravens by the time training camp opens July 24th, and he has more plans for his signing bonus.
I think the first thing I'm going to do is make sure my mom and dad are well taken care of, make sure my family's well taken care of. That's the main thing I'm going to focus on right now when I get my signing bonus. And then after that, I'll put myself on a little budget and try to have a little fun.
He's the future of the Minnesota Vikings, but his past is rooted in poverty. Next, how big money now shapes the life of Dante Culpepper.